None of these meetings with US and British leaders at the moment does climate change and Australia's direction on this fail to come up. It seems clear now that prior to COP26 in Glasgow at the end of the year, Scott Morrison will commit to a net zero emissions target by 2050 and have a clear plan to support that with. And the Australian argument will be our target may not be so ambitious as other countries, but we have a clearer plan on how to get there, and we have met our previous targets. The question will be, what is the price to the Nationals out of this? Billions will have to be spent on the regions to get a deal over the line with Barnaby Joyce. Apparently, Australia looking good to reduce 2005 emissions by as much as 35% come 2030, above the 26 to 28% target. Wentworth Liberal MP Dave Sharma actually broke out the other day and gave a speech calling for a 40 to 45% target by 2035. Some of his moderates colleagues weren't too happy with that, believing he shouldn't be front-running an outcome when Morrison was close to securing net zero for them. This is what the PM had to say about climate change in New York in a lively exchange with the reporters.
Well, what I was able to address was the significant progress Australia has made, that we will meet and beat our 2030 targets. I was able to inform the President today, and that we will continue to work on our plan as to how we can continue to reduce emissions to zero well into the future. As I indicated at the start of this year, it was our intention to do. Because in Australia, it's not enough to have a commitment to something. You've got to have a plan to achieve it.
President Biden said that our two countries are in lockstep. He also said about climate change that we are almost at the point of no return.
Sorry?
He also said that in terms of climate change, the crisis, we are almost at the point of no return. Given that our countries, according to him, are in lockstep and he's taking zero emissions by 2050 to COP, what will you be doing? Or are we not in lockstep? Is he wrong?
No, I think we are both seeking to get to the same place.
Which is,
and I think we've always been seeking to get to the same place. We are going to see the most profound transition of the global energy economy that we have seen in a very long time.
Prime Minister, on the
we are going to be making that transition. And we're going to be making that with an Australian plan, following an Australian path to achieve that goal. And we'll be outlining that between now and COP26, and that's why I was able to indicate to the President today. We are working through our own processes about our plan, and when we're in a position to make further announcements on that, then we will.